What's up, boys and girls? Fix McBeefington here. Woo! Let's talk about bench pressing, man. This is my second video log, man. First, before I even start, big shout out to all my sponsors, D-Force Labs. Need to look them up, dforcelabs.com. muscleandbrawn.com. Big shout out to Steve Shaw. You can follow my training log on that website under the username Mr. Silverback. Training log is called Road to States/Nationals. Big shout out to BMF Sports, Sean Light. And huge shout out to Team Supremacy Powerlifting and Fitness, man, who, by the way, just had a sick weekend out there in Kentucky, man. Big shout out to my team, man. Big shout out to Mike Willis and his wife, Shanna. Anybody else I may have forgotten, man. Sammy, all you guys, man. Big shout out to all y'all. Let's talk about bench pressing a little bit right quick. Bench pressing is the #1 tool in most guys' arsenal for quote-unquote getting a bigger chest, just being bigger. Bench pressing is probably, in most guys' opinion, a test of real true strength. Now, that's a story for another time. What I really want to talk to you guys about is your technique. Usually when you go in the gym, you see guys and they bench press and their shoulders are flared out like this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but your shoulders are pretty much flared out like that. And they bring the weight down, flare out, and bring the weight back up, flare up again. That's a no-no. That is a huge no-no. What you're doing is that you're putting your shoulder, more specifically your rotator cuff, in a compromising position. And generally, most guys who bench like this will have bad shoulder issues. I myself suffer from bad shoulder issues, bursitis, more specifically because of years of bad benching. Until I was actually coached and I was taught to actually bench with my triceps and tucking my arms into my back and bench. You know, it's a whole lot of stuff. But here are the key things about the bench press, man. Bench press your setup should be the most uncomfortable thing. If you're not setting up and you're not tight, and that's by tight I mean squeezing, pinching your shoulders back together like that, basically you look like a rooster. If you just pinch your shoulders back together, you're looking like a rooster, got your chest all bowed out and stuff. Then you're not tight. You're driving your upper back into the pad. And if you're not doing that, man, I promise you're gonna get stapled under the weight. There's no doubt about it. You will get stapled under the weight. The bench press, man, contrary to belief, is actually a back, shoulders, tricep, forearm, bicep. Yes, bicep is actually involved in it. Exercise, man, that also has leg drive in it. Now, there are variations where you can have your feet up and stuff like that, but generally, you know, your feet are planted on the ground. Either you're on the ball of your foot or either you're flat-footed. But the bench press is actually an exercise that doesn't even involve the chest. The chest just reaps the benefits from it. Now, what you want to do is, back to, you know, guys that are flaring. This is bad. Flaring out here is bad because you're not giving yourself, you know, the opportunity to stay tight and tough. You know, even if you do that, it just don't even work. So this is what I want you to do. This is how you bench big, like Mr. McBeefington, me. This is how you bench big like me. What you want to do? You set yourself up. You get in, man. If you can do an arch, cool. If you can't, like me, because I got too much belly, that's even better. So what you want to do is you want to set yourself up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and you want to drive your back into the pad. Drive your back into the pad. Set yourself up, and what you're going to do is you're going to lower the bar to your chest. And when I say chest, right about the nipple line. You know what I'm saying? Or the sternum, nipple line. You know, depends. If you're like me, you got a short rib cage. You know what I'm saying? So it's somewhere up in here, right under your nipples. You want to lower the bar down, And as you're lowering down, you're actually tucking. You're actually tucking your arms into your back, into your lats, basically. And once the bar meets your chest, you're reversing that movement. You're basically reversing that move, going back up, and that's the flare. You want to pop it up. Boom. Tuck, flare. Tuck, flare. That's all you want to do. All the while you're doing this, you're engaged in leg drive. So your leg drive means you need to transfer that power from your legs, and you drive through the ball of your foot. Or if you're on, if you're flat-footed, you're driving through. You're driving completely through. That's what you want to do when you're bench pressing. And that's just not by powerlifting standards, man. That's just teaching good form. Also, if you want to use a belt, that's even better. So what we've learned here at GT Barbell is that using a belt sometimes actually helps us keep our arch. So with all that being said and done, I'm gonna finish my protein shake. Yes, I did put it in the blender. That's also how you get big. I'll talk about that later. All right, man. It's Sticksman Beefington. I'm out, and that is bench press 101.1.992.